Hey, welcome back, people. It's Ignister Ian, and today I am so excited. I've been waiting for this for so long. I've had the deck build on EDO Pro. I've been playing it on Twitch for months, but finally, it is here. Lightning Overdrive has come, and I finally have my new Ignister cards, so I can finally bring you my new Ignister deck profile. I still have the cards sitting out right here. I've been so excited to get this video recorded. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and show you the new Ignister deck profile. Alright guys, let's go ahead and tear into this. I'm so excited to finally show you what I've been running in this deck. Now, it changed a little bit over the last week, but that's what this video is for. So let's go ahead and show you. Of course, we're running 3 Picari at Ignister. It's the heart and soul of the deck, helps us get out our island so we can start off our combos. And also, it helps us go into our Xyz plays. If we have to change something to a level 4, we can use Picari's effect to do so. We're also running 3 Achichi, also another heart and soul to the deck. It searches our monsters so we can also extend our plays. It just makes things so much easier. My other 3 of that I'm running, I started running 3 Bururu because I love being able to not only have it in my first hand, but be able to search it. So I like the possibility of both because I like going Wind Pegasus and using Wind Pegasus to link summon and having Wind Pegasus ready to go and pop things. Moving on to my 2 ofs for my Ignister monsters, we're running 2 Doyon. Just because we use Doyon to throw, we use Buru to throw Doyon to get off our big combo and all that. And then once Doyon comes back using Buru's effect, we get Doyon's effect, etc., etc., etc. And now for our small little Ignisters, we're running 2 Hiyari and we're running 1 Doshin. The reason for this ratio, because it's a lot easier to search Doshin and be able to go into our fusion plays. It's a lot harder to be able to reach for the ritual play and be able to use Water Leviathan. So I like to be able to easily get to Hiyari a little bit better. Like I said, Doshin, it's from the extra deck. It's a lot easier to get out. So I feel 1 of is better. And now we're running into our Ignister hand traps, I guess I'd call them. 1 Donmari, 1 Gachiri, and 1 Gasari. Donmari being the new one, so I'll go ahead and read that. When an attack is declared involving your Ad Ignister monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate the attack. While you control a Link 6 monster, quick effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard. Target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of Donmari at Ignister once per turn. So basically, it's more support and it gives you more reason to want to play the Arrival Cybers. And of course, with me saying I ran 2 Hiyari, we were also running the 1 Water Leviathan. I like to be able to go Water Leviathan. It's kind of funny just to have this in your deck, be able to search it out using Hiyari's effect, and just unexpectedly drop a big sea snake on your opponent. That does it for our Ad Ignister monsters in our main deck. Ooh, left a pile. Moving on to our other Cyber support cards, just to make things a little bit easier for the deck. We are only running 2 Parallel Exceed now, because I feel the third one just ends up being a brick, because it's not that easy to put Parallel Exceed back into the deck, so you can keep going with it. And then we're also running 1 Sea Archiver because if all else fails, we can Sea Archiver to our Dark Templar and be able to go combo with that. All right, moving on to our spells. Of course, Ignister Island, the 3rd heart and soul of the deck, just makes our plays so much easier. We can, as long as we have a different attribute at Ignister monster and no monsters in our main monster zone, we can keep special summoning our Ad Ignisters and just keep comboing. This deck is amazing. But going along with our Ignister Island, we're also running 2 Eye Contact. So if we end up with 2 Ignister Island in our hand, we don't need to search a 3rd one with Picari. So we summon Picari, search Eye Contact, put 1 Island back into your deck, draw 3 cards. It just makes things... It's perfect draw support for this deck. Speaking of draw support, we are also, of course, running 3 Cynet Mining. Every Cynet deck, or every Cybers deck, sorry. Every Cybers deck has to run 3 Cynet Mining. It just makes things, I keep saying, so much easier. I'm trying to make all my decks a lot easier to play and a lot better to play. And out of the new main deck cards, I only picked to play the I Meet You spell, and then there's a trap card. But I Meet You, it just makes, it's such a, I don't want to say it makes things so much easier anymore. But you can reveal one Cyberse monster with 2300 attack in your hand or extra deck. Add one Ignister monster with the same attribute from your deck. So you reveal Fire Phoenix, you get your Ashi from your deck. You reveal your Dark Templar, you can get Doyon from your deck. You can get your Donmari from your hit deck. It just if all else fails, I meet you. So you can search out something else. But the only drawback is if you don't special summon that monster you revealed from your extra deck, you're going to take 2300 points of damage. But as long as you get the right combo off, it shouldn't matter. You're going to get that monster out. You're not going to take that damage. Moving right along, we are running 3 Idol Reborn. It's our monster reborn for the deck. It's there. It gives us plus on board and makes things nice. Our final 3 spell cards for the deck, we're running a Tie Strike, of course, just because it's funny. And then our Ritual spell and our Fusion spell. We're only running one of each because we're only running one of each. The Ritual monster and the Fusion monster, so there's no real point in running more. Plus, they're searchable with Bakari, so you only need one. And then here at the back end of the deck, we are running traps. We're running an I Challenge You, and we're running 2 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Just because I didn't think this deck had enough negates, it didn't have enough stopping power. But the I Challenge You, it's a new card from Lightning Overdrive. Monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each card you control. That's monsters, spells, traps, your field spell, everything. If you're adding Ignister monster battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. When your adding Ignister monster is destroyed by a battle, you can target one other Cyberse monster with 2300 attack in your graveyard, special summon it. So you lose your Fire Phoenix, you can get your Dark Templar back, etc, etc, etc. But that does it for the main deck. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the extra deck now. Alright, just like the main deck, we're going to go ahead and show you the Ignister monsters first, starting off with 1 Arrival Cyberse Ignister. I only run 1 because I don't really go into it that much, unless I'm going second, and I manage to get all 6 or 5 at least Ignister monsters on board so that I can make him really big and just go unga bunga swing. So that's why he's only at 1. But moving on, we're running 2 Dark Templar, my favorite card in the deck, just because I really like the design and I really like its effect. But Dark Templar is a must. It helps us get our combos off so much easier. We're also running 1 Fire Phoenix at Ignister because Fire Phoenix recurs when it's destroyed by card effects. It doesn't really need more than 1. We use everything else so much more than Fire Phoenix. But new cards from Lightning Overdrive are running 2 Dark Infant at Ignister. And the reason I put it here is because it works in conjunction with Dark Templar so well. Because if you special summon Dark Infant next to Dark Templar's link, it triggers Dark Templar's effect, which triggers Dark Infant's effect, so that you can move it to another zone, and then have 3 zones to special summon monsters from your graveyard, and then plus your combo off even further and further. But that does it for the Ignister Link monsters. Our Xyz monster, we're running 2 Light Dragon Ignister because pop and protection. And it's always nice to be able to have 2 chances to do that. And then 2 Wind Pegasus, because I like to be able to use 1 to link summon and have it in my graveyard, so if something gets popped, I can pop something at my opponents. And then I like to have 1 up for board so that I can destroy spells and traps. Makes things nice. And then to finish off our Ignister extra deck monsters, we're running 1 Earth Golem Ignister because of its attack boosting effect. But only 1 because it's like Fire Phoenix, it's not really needed a lot. So Earth Golem at 1. And now just for a couple of other support cards that I threw in there, we're running 1 Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, of course, because we're running Ritual, Fusion, Xyz, and Synchro, so it makes sense to be able to go Firewall late game, because it'll be big unga bunga with battle pops, or battle negations. Of course, an Access Code Talker. We're running Access Code Talker. Why wouldn't you run Access Code Talker in this deck? It's in there. It's perfect. 1 Splash Mage because combo makes things really nice. If anything, Splash Mage gets Ash Blossom more than any other card during my first turn combo. It's kind of funny. And then 1 Ling Kuriboh because honestly it gets a little obnoxious whenever you have just 2 of these floating around. It's nice for trap negation, and it's nice to get off of your Fire Phoenix's effect. But that does it for the main and extra deck. So give me just a minute. I'm going to shuffle up, and then we're going to show you a test.
I just want to take a quick moment away from this video. I have something to tell you all. We now have a merch store. Thanks to my friend, artist, and mod, Dan, we have some really, really cool designs for you. Designs like the Schrodinger's Mirror Force Teeth, which I am currently wearing, and stuff like the Whale Go Splash, which I will have pictured somewhere on this. Those, of course, being the best memes from the stream, so of course I had to get those first for the merch art. T-shirts, both long and short sleeve, hoodies, mugs, and a gamer mouse pad. And let me tell you, Whale really does go splash with the mug. I'm sorry, I have a new camera angle. I'm really excited to finally get some merch out because I've been planning this for months and I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. So do me a solid, click the link down in the description, go check out my merch store, maybe pick something up. New designs will be coming out all the time, including something with this little guy incorporated. Oh, he reached for the mic, that was perfect. As well as special mystery art every once in a while. They'll only be available for 2 weeks once it hits the store, so make sure you get that whenever it hits the store. Thank you all for your love and support. I couldn't be here without all of you. And with that, go ahead and get back to the video. Say bye.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and shuffle up on camera because I want you guys to know that I am shuffling. Of course I shuffle off camera to get everything all mixed up as I'm doing the deck profile, but on camera is always best. And now we're going to do a cut and a couple other quick shuffles just to make sure everything's all mixed up. Come on. I can never pick up the cards. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and go first. Let's see what we get here. An Achichi, a Signet Mining, a Picari, a Buru, and another Picari. Okay, so not the, I don't want to say not the greatest hand because we can combo off with this. So what we are going to do is we're going to activate Signet Mining. We're going to throw one of our 2 Picaris to grave, and we're going to search out. We're going to search out. We're going to search out a Doshin. Doesn't really matter, Doshin or Hiyari. Just one of the ones that special summons, just to make things a little bit easier for you. All right, mining to grave. And now we're gonna go ahead and play Achichi. Achichi effect, search. Now we're gonna search the Hiyari because, like I said, it didn't matter. Shuffle, shuffle. All right, use Achichi to link summon for an infant. Infant effect searches our island. Island. Which we use to activate our island. And then, now that we have island, we can activate island. Summon our Picari. Picari effect. Because we already have island on field, I'm not going to worry about searching an island, but we're going to search as an Idol Reborn. Put the Idol Reborn in hand. And now, either one of these that you want to use, you can use Doshin or Hiyari. But the way you want to do it is you want to go and play Hiyari. You're going to link summon for 3 and get your Dark Templar. Now here's where we're going to test this new combo. So we're going to check and see what we have in our graveyard. Okay. We can make that work. What we're going to do is we're going to use Ignister Island to special summon our Buru. Buru's effect triggers Dark Templar's effect triggers. We're going to use Buru's effect to pitch a Doyan. Dark Templar's effect activates. We're going to use it to special summon the Doyan. And we're going to use it to special summon a Picari. Okay. You with me? You with me so far? Now we're going to use the Buru and the Doyan to synchro summon. Get our Wind Pegasus out. Now using Buru's effect, we're going to get the special summon the Doyan back. Doyan's effect We can take an Ignister monster in our graveyard and add it to our hand. And we are going to pick... Who do we want to pick in this situation? Probably Picari. Probably Picari for the search next turn. Then we're going to use these two Jixies for our Light Dragon. Then what we can do is we can special summon our Doshin. Use Doshin's effect to return our Dark Infant to our extra deck. And search out our... Did I already pass it? Pretty sure I passed it. No, I did not. Okay. Where? There it is. I Love Fusion. Now, let's see, what order do I want to go in to do this correctly? What I want to do is I want to use Ocean to Link Summon. For Link Karibo. And then honestly, that's probably where we'll go ahead and stop. Because that gives us, if they pop off our Wind Pegasus, we can take away one of their monsters. If they try to pop off our Wind Pegasus, we can use Light Dragon's effect to detach, protect. We have Trap Negation for any infinite impermanence that comes off right off the gate. And then if they pop off our Ignister Island, all we have to do is banish a Ignister monster from our graveyard, which we have plenty. And then really, if I wanted to, I could use the Dark Templar and the Wind Pegasus to put my Wind Pegasus in my graveyard already to get my access code talker, which would go up to 53k. And then unfortunately it would only have one pop, but I could still do it and it'd be a big beat stick. Actually, before I go, I wanted to throw in one thing. If this was a going second hand and then our opponent had a Link monster already there, we could activate I Love Fusion. Use Picari and our opponent's Link monster to fusion summon for our Earth Golem on our first turn, which is turn 2. If that was the way we wanted to go, that's the way we could have done it. I just realized it after I stopped doing the test hand, and I was like, wait a minute, I totally could have done that. But now, over to the outro.
So that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the new Ignister deck profile. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm so happy for the new Ignister support, and there's even more coming. So keep your eyes out for another Ignister deck profile whenever the new support drops. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I upload new videos. Follow me on social media. All the links will be down in the description. Have a good day, everyone. I'll see you next time. Peace out.